Hello my lovelies, Sophia here. Okay, I'm just going to drop some bits into the chat. Hope you've all had a lovely weekend. Hello Iman, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Did you have a nice weekend? Hello Sadie, how are you? I am, thank you. Oh, thank you for the likes already. Haven't even done a reading yet. All supports the channel. Okay. So did anybody do anything nice over the weekend? Just going to put in a couple of the playlists. Got the pick a card playlist for any of you who just want to do a pick a card. Doesn't matter how old they are, they're all relevant. Hello Sasha, my lovely. You've got the celebrities that have passed to spirit and the Get Somebody Back playlist. That's nice. Does he live in the same area as you or somewhere different? All right, okay. As long as you had a nice time. Always nice to catch up with family. Ah, that's nice as well, Sadie. Bet they kept you on your toes. Oh, that's nice, Sasha. Good, good, good. I think the whole thing about when you work on yourself as well is that you feel a lot calmer. It makes you, what I've found on my journey is that I don't react so quick. I will stop and know that I can change a situation. So whatever comes up, I feel more at peace within myself is the biggest thing. And for you, Sadie, as well. Or 4-year-old grandson. Oh, yes. Yes. Always asking questions. And running around like busy little bees. And talk like Furbies. Yes, Sasha. Definitely. Yeah, I was going to say that. Why? Go and put your shoes on. Why? Because we're going out. Why? And then, are we there yet? I remember it well. Good, good, Sasha. Did you watch the last Instagram I did? The one I did yesterday about staying in the state of the wish fulfilled? All right, okay. Good, good, good. Hello, Wendy Ann. How are you doing, my lovely? Early hours there in the morning for you. I saw the one about USP, yes, Sasha. That's why I said, did you see the staying in the States one? I'm in a better time zone to watch you now. I'm in New South Wales, so 5:18. Oh, right, okay. Why? He was touching my clothes. That flipping heart thing that's in the way. I can't see. I have to wait till it moves up a bit. I don't understand, Wendy Ann. If you're isn't New South Wales on the eastern coast, so that's further away from the UK. So I would have thought that would be the 3 and the 5 the other way around. Oh, he was touching my clothes and my side. Oh, right. Okay, Sasha. Oh, no, I see. I think, oh, I don't know. Does that make sense, me saying that? Usually when I see him in public, he won't really notice me. There you go, girl. Keep going. I did say about when others are paying you the attention. And I did mention that in the Instagram bit later on in it, but I did say about, because some people say about, you know, when somebody else is paying them attention, giving them everything that they wanted their SP to, and I do mention about that. Good, Sasha. Well, you know he's already yours, so it doesn't matter what plays out in the 3, you know, what's happening in 3D. And yes, Sadie, I would be fast asleep at 5:15 a.m. as well. Yes, Sasha. And Wendy Ann as well. Yes, thank you. Hello, Neela, my lovely. I'm fine, thank you. Hello, Power of the P. How are you? Okay, I haven't seen it come through yet. Let me just check. If I don't see it pop in, I will go into PayPal. Okay, Sasha. Right, let me just check PayPal because I haven't seen it come through as an email notification. So bear with me while I sign in. Okay. Yeah, I've got it come through in the PayPal account. Okay, it wasn't for the £15, but I will just do 11 cards for you. Came through as £11. What is your question, my lovely, and which pile would you like me to use? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? And let me know if you have posted it, because sometimes it doesn't come out in the YouTube chat, so you might have to do it, break it down and do it on a couple of lines. Split up the sentence if it's not coming out. So as well, Sasha, going back to your question, you know, just every time you think about him, just say he's very confident when he's talking to me or around me. Remember, everybody's a reflection of what's going on within you. I know you're confident, but it's when people are still like nervous towards you, there's something still there within you. I was listening to one on Create Your Future where they were saying about a co-worker was jealous towards them for getting a promotion, but she because she knew that everybody is her pushed out, she realized that it was still something within her. To be seeing somebody reflect back that they're jealous. Power of the P, my lovely. I'm not seeing your question. Have you put it into the chat, my lovely? Into my upcoming business I'm currently working at. When you say upcoming business you're currently working at, do you mean a business that, a company that you're working for that is, it's all right, sometimes it is. Do you mean that you're working for a company that is growing? Is that what you mean? Pinky, this is paid reading session today at the moment, my lovely. Okay. Can somebody just type something into the chat a minute, because it's not letting me. Oh, there you are. I'm currently creating it now this month, actually, or starting it at least. YouTube channel also. Any words of encouragement going to put me in the crowd? Okay. Let me just try and put something in the chat again. Right. See if that stays on there. Seems to have stayed on there. Right, okay. Yeah, let's pull my sleeves up, getting a little bit warm. I'm going to come to these ones. Okay. Let me just put down some more for you. Okay, I'm going to bring that one out, because that one was stuck to that one and it says marriage, so I don't really know if that's relevant. I think it might more be the occupation one that's more relevant. So what they seem to be saying overall to you, Power of the P, is that is for you to really remember why you're starting this. Okay, don't let your fears with the devil card come in. The devil card is all like your fears, insecurities, the negative thoughts as to, you know, as humans, we like to think of something and then we come in with a million different reasons as to what could go wrong or why, you know, the ifs, whys, buts, maybes, hows and whats. Okay, so we tend to throw ourselves off. We self-sabotage ourselves, really. So Spirit is reminding you to have more confidence in yourself. Remember why you're passionate about it. Okay. You know, here as well, holding yourself in high honor. Okay. You are married. Okay. Yeah, that's a job in itself. But of course it's going to impact. I think they brought it out because your partner will support you. I feel they will support you, but it does take a lot for, you know, most of the money earning on the YouTube channels comes from, like, if you're sponsored or you have a collaboration, you know, not a collaboration with another YouTuber. Sometimes that can promote it if they've got more subscribers than you, but you know, when it's just like the monetizing for, you know, who clicks on the adverts, and that's not going to be a supportive income. Okay. So remember why you're doing it. I've got another person here. I feel you might be thinking of doing it for somebody else. Okay. Or somebody else might come in and help you with it or work with you on it. I don't know what your channel's about here. Definitely have the home card as well. So remember why you're doing it. Okay, for at times where you think, well, you know, should I carry on? You know, keep your other income going at the same time, but start to build it up. Okay, it does take a little while and it does take a lot of effort. You know, when I do a video, it might take me half an hour or an hour to film it, but then you've got to edit it, you've got to upload it. That can take a while in itself. Okay, so it can take the best part of a day for one video. But nourishing yourself as well, making sure that you are, now that I'm nervous, it's pretty much winging it solo. Yes, nourishment card is about making sure that you are sleeping and eating, you know, physically, mentally and spiritually, nourishing yourself mentally and nourishing yourself. I don't see it being a problem. I'm not getting anything that would be like, no, don't do it, but just be aware that it does take a lot of effort. Okay, it does take a lot to keep it, especially if you're wanting to do it to replace your current income, and also, you know, getting views, subscribers, and the awareness out there as well. You know, regarding competition, you have to not think about the competition, because else you wouldn't do it. Because, you know, the niche I'm in, you know, on the mentoring side and the tarot side, there are thousands and thousands of people doing it. Okay, you've just got to, you know, have hope that your personality is what brings people to you, or what you're doing. Okay, so I'm not getting anything that is don't do it, or, you know, why would you be doing it, or anything. It's just really that devil card is the one that is the, you know, don't let your doubts get in the way, really. Always, when you start to doubt, just come back to, no, why did I want to do this? Okay, what was the passion and the idea? Like for me, you know, yeah, there are loads of channels that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and I've been doing this 5 years and not even reached past 10,000 yet. Okay, the videos are out there. I've done over 1,000 videos, but I just you know, have to come back to, if I can help one person, then that's good enough for me. Okay, but if you're wanting it to get lots of money and subscribers and everything, it does take a little while to work up to that. Okay, so if you become disheartened, then just always come back, power, to why you wanted to do it. Okay, but apart from that, just give it a go. You won't know till you give it a go. Yeah, just keep going. This other person could be, because this for me on this deck is somebody who will be watching you. Okay, so it might be somebody who starts to watch your channel, and then you might do a collaboration with them. Okay, a collaboration is when if it's something that you can talk about together. I don't know if you've seen any other people where they're two different channels, one's talking on one side of the screen and one on the other, sort of thing. Or it might be somebody who's going to help you or inspire you here. But yeah, just Just work at it and see where it takes you, my lovely. But it does take work, okay? And it's not easy. Like I say, you know, I've been doing this 5 years and, you know, still not where I would like to be personally. But like I say, even if I help just one person every time I come on, then that's good enough for me. Okay, that's why I did it, to get international so that I can help lots of people rather than when I was just doing readings at home or locally in my area. And I know that I have helped a lot of people. And I appreciate, you know, I've got my regulars that I love chatting to. They're more like, you know, friends now. So it does open up the world to you. And it is, you know, it is nice to be able to do what you want to do. It's like having your own TV channel, if you like. But keep going, my lovely. Like I say, you know, when the little devil on your shoulder starts to nag at you saying, oh no, you know, why, you know, there's loads of people doing that, or that wasn't good enough, or whatever, just remember what inspired you to want to do it, my lovely, is really the main thing from this. You know, you will have days, I mean, I do as well, where, you know, I can spend most of the day doing a video, and then I will see a short video or a normal video, like a horse running past, kicks a tree and then farts or something, has got X million views, and I'm like, really? I'm doing the wrong thing for my channel. But you know what I mean. So sometimes it can become a little bit disheartening, but then you got to remember why you're doing it. Okay. Like I say, if it helps one person, then you've done a good day's work. And if it is, you know, going into, I don't know, if it's doing something similar to what I do, you know, if it's the tarot or whatever, do it in your own style. Don't copy anybody else's. You know, we're all unique. We all have different insights. Even if it's, you know, cooking or whatever, okay, we're all unique. Don't be afraid to be unique, because you'll be surprised who does. You know, even I know with some of my clients, I'll say, go and watch so-and-so, and they're like, oh no, I don't like them. Whereas they're the ones with thousands and thousands of viewers, subscribers. So I'll sometimes get that. So don't be afraid of who you are. People resonate with different people. No, I haven't. But thank you. And when you're working, just doing it yourself, you know, it can be a little bit isolating sometimes as well. You just got, you know, me, myself, and I. But I suppose I've got used to it now after 5 years. I'm sitting here talking to myself. You know, when you're recording a video. Thank you, Sadie. Oh no, definitely international. I don't do any readings at home anymore. All my work is international, mainly people in the States is where the most of my business will come from. Hello, Yara, my lovely, how are you? Thank you, Neela. I know, lots of likes, and I've only just done one reading. Thank you. You know, I appreciate you all. Without all of you, I wouldn't be here at all. So I wouldn't have kept the channel going. No, the clients with the cost of living, obviously, you know, what's more important for people, a tarot reading or paying bills and paying rent and putting food on the table. So I think a lot of businesses that aren't like somewhere where you would eat, or as I've always said, weddings, funerals, and somewhere to eat and drink are the most popular places, or buy food, then it is very quiet at the moment. Yeah, everywhere. Everybody's struggling. So again, you know, a reading or mentoring is not people, you know, that's sort of a luxury, if you like, compared to paying bills. I was thinking the other week, you know, I'm just going to have to, you know, go back out to work. But I've been out of work for so long that by doing the channel, that to get something else wouldn't be something that I want to do anyway. And it would mean that I've got less time on the channel. Yeah, I did, but I haven't stuck to that assumption. You've got to keep it going. Thank you, Wendy Ann. The trouble is, I've got so many things that I am working on, Neela, in my, you know, changing things that I want, that to think of it all. Like I say, you know, I'm lucky that I have what I do have. So I'm not on here because of the number of subscribers or video views. You know, when I did the Nicola Bully, what have I done? 4 readings on her, channeling her. They went through the roof, you know, where my videos were just sort of getting, the pick a card readings were sort of 200, 300. You know, it was starting to get where it was demotivating me, because I was, like I said to Power of the P, you know, it's not something that takes 5 minutes to record a video, edit it so that you can upload it to YouTube. You know, it can take a good couple of hours, a good part of your day, or morning or an afternoon, depending on how long the video is. Plus, if I do have client videos as well, you know, uploading it to YouTube can sometimes take, you know, half an hour, an hour before you even publish it. So it all takes work, and then you're sort of just getting 300 views. But again, that's where I have to remember, no, ego's got to step out the way, because if I'm helping one person that day who watches a video, then that's what I'm here for. The numbers don't matter. But when I did the Nicola Bully one, you know, then my subscribers will go up and then they'll come down again. And I think, well, I can't sit here day after day just channeling Nicola Bully. There's no more that, you know, I can say or ask her, because she's given enough in those videos. So, you know, I see some channels who just repeat the same thing all the time, and it's like, why, you know, I don't know. I just do what I'm motivated to do by spirit, and that's good enough for me. Again, for any of you, if you are new here, welcome, my lovelies. But there are the playlists. There's a pick a card playlist. There is, you know, a celebrities that passed in spirit playlist. Some interesting ones in there. There might be your favorite celebrity in there, and also a get them back playlist. Because believe it or not, if you desire somebody, they are already yours. But we go to the negatives and focus on the negatives of what we don't have and everything that's going wrong, and it stops you from allowing what you want to come in. So that's why I've done the Get Them Back playlist, to help you shift your mindset and your energy, because we're all connected by energy. Yeah, that just give us the money but don't want any favors. No, you probably still have doubts with that. What's he after? What does he want? Oh my God, is he going to pay me enough? You'd be all over the place with that. I remember seeing a dating site called Sugar Daddies or something. Why were you even talking about this, Neela? That's you setting us all off with that. Hello, Shartha, my lovely. How are you? Welcome to the madhouse. Yes, you can, my lovely. Okay, there's a reminder of the current price, my lovely. In GBP, British pounds, euro, or US dollars. I know, but during full reading, she's not elaborate. She did say that it happened there. A lot of people are saying, you know, a lot of people, when I read the comments, are saying like they reckon she was taken somewhere else. But I did ask her that, and she did say that it happened there and then. So I can only go by what she gave me. You know, we can all have our own conclusions. I still have different conclusions to what she said. You know, I've still got my own theory, but they're, you know, what I think, as well as what a lot of other people are thinking, but I can only sort of channel what she gave me. They are taking a little while to come through. I'll just go into PayPal, my lovely. Somebody else paid and it didn't come through till I'd finished their reading. Trouble is with PayPal, once you go in it, it chucks you out if you're not active in it after a couple of seconds or minute. Yes, it is. Did you put your question on there? Let me just go and have a look. No. Okay, if you drop your question into the chat, my lovely. We're just coming. What do you see coming towards me? And B2. Okay. Okay, so straight away, Spirit is saying here with this card that signifies turning your back on emotions that are not serving you. So it can be how you used to view him, how you viewed the relationship before, okay, or emotions that are not in alignment with you being in a loving, committed relationship, okay. Even when you're not, okay, remember everything starts from the inside. The 3D is the reflection or the copy of what you're projecting out there. We are all transmitting energetic thoughts. Your thoughts and feelings are energy that you're giving off all day long. Okay, so whatever you're giving off is what dominantly throughout your day, we're human, we're going to have up and down emotions, but in your thoughts, what you're dominantly thinking about when you think about your specific person, about work, about money, is what you're going to keep seeing reflected back. So Spirit is saying for you, Shartha, any thoughts that are not serving you, okay, emotions as well, because emotions and thoughts are linked in. You can't have a thought without an emotion, and likewise. Okay, turn your back on them. Only focus on this loving energy pouring into your heart. So what your heart is thinking, not what your ego is thinking. Okay, so coming from love, unconditional love for somebody. You know, when we are supposed to be in a romantic partnership, it's supposed to be unconditional love. You're accepting that person for who they are without conditions, without expectations. Okay, they're still their own self as well, if you like. So focusing on not all the, oh, but he said that and that happened and he's like this and he's like that and why didn't he treat me like this and if only he'd treat me like that. Okay, but coming from that loving energy, the two of you, focusing more on I feel so loved by this person, even if you're not physically seeing it yet in the 3D. Okay, the 3D is your old thoughts playing out. So when you start to cultivate the new thoughts of what you do want to be seeing, it will be reflected back to you. Okay, so Spirit, a strong message from Spirit there. Drop the old story and see it as a relationship you ideally want and the version you want of him. Remember, creation is done. Every version of us exists and every infinite possibility exists. Okay, the fact that you desire this relationship, it's already done. How do you bring it into your 3D where that person is loving you and cherishing you and you're in feeling loved and secure, is by shifting within first. Okay, within. That's why I love this card with the rays of that energy coming down into each other's heart area, if you like. Yeah, here as well. The swords are, cups are our emotions, swords are our thoughts, mental energy. Okay, so with this card, it's an ace, so it's saying the new start, the relationship, see it as new, and watch what thoughts you're having. Fight off the thoughts that are not in alignment with this beautiful relationship. Okay, and you will see him coming in. It's also about taking action in your thoughts, like, you know, making sure that your thoughts are in alignment with the loving relationship and how you would, you know, want him to be. What would you be wanting him to say to you, etc. Okay, how would you be feeling? Okay, but also him coming in, speaking his truths. He will speak how you are imagining him to speak. Okay. So many times when I'm working with clients and they, especially on the mentoring side, where they've changed the story within them from I'm in no contact, my person doesn't want to be with me, I wonder what they're thinking and feeling. Well, they think and feel what you are thinking they think and feel. Okay, so if you're thinking, you know, when people stick to every time they think about them, like, oh, I am in a loving, committed relationship with my specific person, you know, their name. We love and adore each other. They miss me or they can't stop thinking about me or whatever. When that person comes back into their life, they're like, I just couldn't stop thinking about you. I've always loved you. Okay. And they're saying, oh my God, they reflected back everything that I was sort of saying in my head about them. And I say, yes, because we're all connected by energy. Nobody has free will in your quantum bubble except you. So if you think somebody's an asshole, they're going to be an asshole. If you think somebody is loving and caring, they're going to be loving and caring. Okay? And also going with the flow of things. Be impatient, going with the flow. Okay, when we're impatient, we're in that we're irritable, we're frustrated, we're like, where is it? Why aren't I getting this? You know, if I'm feeling it in my heart, why aren't they feeling it in theirs? And the ego comes in and it all gets very messy. Okay, you got to think of it like, you know, you're flowing down a river. You're in your rubber ring thing with your cocktail in your hand, and you just know, because if you desire somebody, you can't have a desire or think about something that is not meant for you. Okay, so if you have the desire to be with this person, it's already done. Energetically, it's already done. How you get it there is to align your thoughts with it. So chilling out every time you think about him. Yeah, we love and adore each other. I am in a loving, committed relationship with him, a romantic, committed relationship with him. We only have eyes for each other. Okay, he's always calling me. We have a good communication between us instead of focusing on all what you don't have, because what you focus on grows. So going with the flow instead of fighting up against the water, okay, which is making it harder for yourself. Okay, we've got communication coming in, feeling good and positive as well. Not covering your heart with your thoughts. Okay, When your thoughts are blocking what your heart desires by focusing on everything that's going wrong or what you don't have, you're causing a stalemate situation. Okay. Let's bring in some of these. Message as well. So if you are in no contact, then, you know, when you shift your energy and your thoughts, as Spirit has said, then you will get him coming in and communicating with you. He's got no choice. You know, two of the laws, you know, the law of attraction. What you're transmitting is what you're going to attract back. Okay? The law of assumption, what you're assuming to be true. Well, I'm assuming now, even though I don't see it, that I am in a loving, committed relationship with my specific person. We love and adore each other. Then you're going to see that reflected back. He's yours. He's yours, Spirit is saying. Heart-to-heart conversation. So if you're in no contact, you're going to hear from him. Okay, he's wanting to come in energetically, so make sure that you are not focusing on anything that you don't want, anything that's happened in the past. See it as only the relationship you would want. Okay, if a genie stood in front of you and said, okay, Shada, what does your perfect relationship with this person look like? How would you be feeling? What would you be thinking? And what would you be hearing from him? I love you. You're amazing. You're no one can compare to you. You're beautiful. I only have eyes for you. I can't stop thinking about you all day long. Doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing. I just can't stop thinking about you. Okay, what would you want to be hearing as well? But he's coming in. So free yourself from any limitations and conditions that you're putting on it and what you're focusing on, and take back control of your thoughts. Okay, in other words, because you can marry this person if you want to. You don't have to. It's already a done possibility. You married to him, you married to somebody else, you staying single. All possibilities exist right now. You're choosing what you do want, okay? But the fact that you desire it, it's already done. So again, with this card, third party, okay, if there were third parties involved before, whether it was an individual or family or other people interfering, take your focus off that. Okay, if it's the situation or the circumstances, again, take your focus off that and only focus on the two of you being in the relationship that you want. Hearing him tell you what you want to hear, that you're beautiful, that he only has eyes for you. Okay, that I am in a loving, committed relationship. I am his girlfriend. I am his girlfriend. That's good enough. If you want to be his girlfriend, I'm his girlfriend. He spoils me. He adores me. He loves me. Whatever. Okay. Let's have another one here. Perfect match for you again here. So a perfect match for you. Should you choose it to be, Spirit is saying, it is your choice. So, however long it takes, he does have feelings for you. He does think about you, and will be getting in contact if you're not in contact already. If you're in contact already, just make sure that your thoughts day to day are only in alignment with him loving and adoring you, you being in a loving, committed relationship. Okay, so that it stays that way and doesn't go into no contact again. Yeah, abundance. Okay, abundance doesn't just mean financially, it means emotionally, getting everything that you want here. Staying in charge of your realm. You are the operant power of everything that happens in your world. Your quantum bubble is unique to you, and how people are showing up in it is based on what you're believing, what you're assuming, and what you're expecting, the story you're telling yourself in your head all day when you think about him. So release anything that's not serving you so that you can come out of the cold and go through into a new beginning and a new start in the relationship that you do want. Okay, like, you know, we were talking about this on Instagram where Neela was saying she wants flowers. I said, you've already got flowers. Okay, energetically, when you think of something, it's done straight away. In order to bring it into the 3D, you have to keep in alignment with as if you already have it, or you know you're going to get it. Okay, so what would imply that you are in, that you've got flowers? So I said to her, like, you know, you could imagine that you open the door and there's somebody delivering the flowers, or it's your specific person. Here's some flowers to show I love you or something. Okay, or you're speaking to a friend saying, oh wow, those flowers, where did you get them from? Because I have a lot of clients who say, I really want my specific person back, but they didn't commit to me, they weren't very passionate, they never bought me flowers, they were not the romantic type at all. And I say, that version is there, all versions exist, but what are you focusing on? So if you want the romantic knight in shining armor, the Disney prince, then think of them in that way. They love and adore me. I feel so spoilt by this person. You know, he just cherishes me and adores me and spoils me, always bringing me flowers. Okay, because if that is your assumption, it will become your truth. What you're putting out is what you're going to get back. Okay, so don't let fear hold you back. Look at fear trying to cage you and leave you cowering, thinking that you can't have what you want. Your desires are for you to have. They're not for you to be tormented by your egos trying to stop you from having it. Okay, it's all a reflection. So what's next depends on where your thoughts are going and how you're viewing this. Okay, with this card in the book, it says, the buck stops with you. It's your realm. You are the powerful queen in your realm. What you say goes. Okay. Whatever story you tell yourself, you know, like I said, you know, there's things that I want to see changes in my reality, and I will tell myself ridiculous stories. I just make up any old crap, and it happens. Because your thoughts are what's creating what happens. Nothing else. So decide what you want so the sooner it can come to you, Shartha. Okay. If you decide that it's him that you want, then how do you want your relation? How do you see your relationship being? Okay. And focus on that instead of what's happened before or the current situation and the circumstances and the conditions, because those will keep you stuck. They will keep you stuck. No movement. Remember, you can timestamp it, my lovely. So if you start to have a little wobble, or you start to have that ego coming in, that little devil on your shoulder pecking away, going, oh no, you know, you're not seeing any movement. He obviously has forgotten about you, or he doesn't want to be with you, or he's blowing hot and cold. Okay, come back to the reading. No, this is what I'm choosing. I am in a loving, committed relationship with my specific person. I am their girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever, okay? Yes, Shamika, you can, my lovely. No, you will be next. I've just finished Shartha and I haven't got anybody else after her. The prices are up above in the chat, my lovely. I can still see it in the chat there. In British pounds, euros, or US dollars. I'll just put the link in for the payments. But let me know when you have paid, because the PayPal notification is taking a little while to come through. And I'll have to go and check in PayPal. Don't forget, my lovelies, that I don't just do love or general readings. I do past life readings. I've got a tarot course. I also have all the different playlists that I've got. Pick a card ones, celebrities that have passed away. The Get Them Back playlist. I also do readings, channeling loved ones that have passed over to spirit. Even pets that have passed over to spirit. Okay, so there's lots of things that I do. All the details are in the description box below, my lovelies. Okay, Ariana, let me just go into PayPal. Okay, what is your question, Ariana, my lovely? Ariana, what's your question, my lovely? I'm not seeing it in the chat. What is coming towards you in the next couple of months? Okay, any particular deck that you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Okay, Shamika. The third deck. Okay. So let's look at the rest of August at the moment, as we're halfway through August. So anything for Ariana that she needs to look out for in August? Okay, so for August, my lovely, for the rest of August, let me just pull in one of these as well. Okay, so we've got the family card here. Okay, so you might live at home with your parents, you might have your own family, or just a partner. Okay, but the pentacles for me can either be financial security, or emotional security. So take what resonates here. But Spirit is saying where you feel like you're stuck at the moment, like, is it going to go that way, or should I do that or that? Okay, you're a little bit indecisive, should we say, a little bit of indecision. Which way do I go? Is this going to work out? Is it not going to work out? Should I do this? Should I not do this? Okay, Spirit is saying you're protected. Okay, bye Sadie, my lovely. You're protected. You and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected. Don't let your fears get the better of you, or insecurities or doubts. Focus on what you do want, okay, so that you get what you want, so that it will be a favorable outcome. So even though you're feeling a little bit knotted up, okay, or you might have something come up, it might not have happened yet, but it might be in the next 2 weeks, okay, where there's something to do with like how you feel emotionally within your family setup, or with a family member, or financially. Don't be indecisive about it. Focus on what you do want, so that it can come to you. Okay, you're protected. Don't worry, Spirit is saying. Just allow it to come in. It'll be a favorable outcome for you. A bit like this card here. Swords are our thoughts. So kill off those negative thoughts that are stopping you getting what you want. Be confident, okay? So let's look at September. And then I will just do October as well. Okay, the next 2.5 months is fine. I wouldn't have enough cards anyway. Okay. Okay, so again, regarding home, as we've got home here, again, starting off with these cards are all, it can just be something physically that does happen where you might feel disappointed or let down. Okay, so you're going to start again. This room is like your mind all cluttered. Okay, in your thoughts. So your outside world is like thunder and lightning. And then we've got the tower. Okay, so this can be either just in your thoughts or physically. So if it's something physically that happens that you feel disappointed about or you feel let down about, and you start to get caught up in those little ego thoughts, you know, oh my God, you know, I can't believe that happened or whatever. Spirit is saying what happens is to bring you into another cycle so that you get what you want, okay, and home life being better. So let me explain that a bit better. Sometimes we have to have the one door shut so that another door can open, so that we can move forward, okay? Sometimes things get stale or we feel stuck in a rut, and because we don't change it, it will get changed for us, okay? This is not for any of you with the law of assumption knowledge, okay? I don't want you to start listening to this and being like, what? But I thought we could do it. Okay, this is different. So if something physically happens in the month of September where you feel let down or disappointed, somebody lets you down, or you feel that you are disappointed by something that happens, it's for another cycle to come in, okay? So that you can move forward, something better coming in, Spirit is saying. So however it seems, just say to yourself, good riddance to bad rubbish, because this is making room for something better to come in. Okay, again, if it's just you mentally in your thoughts, as it's two sword cards, and you're self-sabotaging over something, a bit here where it said kill off those negative thoughts, okay, where you are, you know, fearful of something, or you're just stuck, you know, your old thoughts are just pinning you down, your ego thoughts pinning you down, and your mind is all over the place and you're self-sabotaging, then know that what you desire is yours, okay? You can have what you want, and things being more peaceful at home. So either way, at the end of the day, whatever happens, just in either in your thoughts, take deep breaths, everything's going to be fine. I must focus on what I do want and not keep focusing on what I don't want, okay? But if it's something physically that happens and you think, what the fuck, okay, just remember in the back of your mind, it's fine. I got to let it play out. I got to let it go, because something better is coming in for me, okay? So I hope that makes sense. Okay, for October, we've got the beautiful Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is all about, the Ace is a new start, new beginnings, something new. Okay, you've got all this beautiful energy. It's in what you desire, something you're wanting. Okay, so again, with the Death card, the end of the old, beginning of the new. So embrace those changes. Again, with all this energy, energetically embrace the changes that are coming in. Again, goodbye to the old. Release the old that's not serving you. Let it go. You're going to go into some new chapter that's coming in. Okay. Good. I'm glad it makes sense. Okay. Oh, yeah. Something you've been dreaming about, wishing about. Okay. Daydreaming about, wishing for, with either a romantic relationship. Okay. A mutual feeling relationship. Something, again, you've been wanting here. And, or it can be something that you're going to really love doing. Okay. If you're already in a romantic relationship. And it's going fine, then it can be something that you're wanting to do, like a job that you're going to really love doing, or something else, okay? But either way, whatever's coming in that's going to start shifting is for the good, for the better. Whether, again, financially or romantically, emotionally here. Let's have another one of these. Yeah, a blessed change and time to move on. There you go, backing up what you just said. Time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. And that can be, again, letting go of things in your physical world that are just not serving you, people who are just like hangers on or doing your head in, yep, you know what? Time to turn your back on them. Okay, they're not doing you any good. They're not serving you. Okay. Also, if it's just your thoughts, move on from those thoughts that are pinning you down here. And blessed change, a major life change brings you great blessings. So definitely something else coming in here. Okay, we're hoping to move by October, me and my significant other. We're not married. Well, there you go then. It coming in, and home as well. So that would tie in perfectly then if you're wanting to move home with the home there. Perhaps, you know, you might go for somewhere then and you get let down on it. Okay, somebody else gets it, but there's going to be something better coming in. Okay, it might be financially. Okay, they might say, oh, well, you can't get the money that you want or whatever, but it's going to come in. Everything is going to be fine. Okay, you are going to get what you want here, definitely. They're drawing me to this deck. Oh, okay, love life. The basis of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. Okay, and also pregnancy. Now, it could be a physical pregnancy. I don't mention pregnancies on here, but this card does signify that what you want will be born into the 3D. So Spirit have heard you. They know what you want. Hence, I'm bringing out the home. You're desiring this home. Okay, and whatever looks like it's falling apart, it's because something better is coming in for you. Okay, when you, yeah, your desire is within reach. Okay, so again, you might set your heart on somewhere, it might fall through and you'll be like, what the hell, really like that, but then something else is going to go in that's going to blow that out the park anyway. Okay, so it's all good. And here as well, you know, with this, if it is that, or if you're just worrying, it might be that, you know, you're just worrying about it, and Spirit is saying, don't worry, keep focused on what you do want, because it's going to come in. Okay, instead of worrying and stressing. Is that if something does happen in the physical, where you say, you know, you look for something or you want something and something seems to be going wrong, now that you've had this reading, you will not dwell in it for as long, because you'll be like, it's fine, it's fine, we can run around like headless chickens for a day, but this is because we're going to get something better. Okay, something better is coming in that is meant for us. Okay, whereas before you might be running around going, oh my god, this is awful, this is horrendous, we're never going to get what we want. You will. Yeah, just keep focusing. You know, what I used to do when I got this house, before I got this house, I would go to bed. I had a rough idea what I wanted. I knew that I wanted so many bedrooms. I knew that I wanted a modern kitchen area with a dining area, so that it was a big open plan area. I knew I wanted a view. I knew I wanted a garden, a garage. Okay, so what I would do as I was going to sleep, instead of worrying about it, I would imagine, even though I didn't know what it looked like, okay, I would imagine I was taking my daughter, that my daughter had come to the house, and I was opening the door and I was showing her around this house, saying, oh, here's the 3 bedrooms we wanted, here's the lovely view out the window, here's the modern kitchen dining room. Okay, and I was hearing her saying, oh mum, this is lovely. And do you know what, 4 months later, okay, it doesn't matter about the timing, how long it takes you or me or whatever, okay, but I got the dream house I wanted, and it was in an unexpected way. We'd gone to look at another house, it was absolutely horrible. The estate agent heard us slagging it off, saying how awful it was, and she said, oh, well, there's another house I can show you, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, so you never know. Stay focused on what you want. I love this card. you know, look at him there with his cup of coffee on the desk, the feet up, you know, dreaming about all the beautiful things that make him feel happy, what he's desiring, okay, instead of being in this fear here and your mind being all over the place. Bye, Yara, my lovely. Probably already gone, but so don't worry, it will all work out. Just keep focused on the beautiful home that you do want. You know, imagine that you're curled up on the sofa with your significant half and you're both saying, oh my God, this apartment or this place, house or whatever is so beautiful. We found the perfect place. Okay, keep focused on what you do want, not letting your fears come in. Okay. Right then, let me come on to Shamika, my lovely. Pop your question into the chat for me so I can see it. And the best of luck, Ariana, as well. I will do what you mentioned. Yeah, I mean, it was so nice because it was making me feel good and it really felt like I already had it, even though I didn't know, you know, the outside wasn't what I was picturing, but, you know, down to so many features in it that were what I were imagining that I got. Okay, I was imagining all white doors and all the doors are white. I was imagining a beige carpet going up the stairs. The carpet's beige. Okay, little things will come into your flashes of things will come in when you're thinking about it, but how I like to do it is imagine that I'm showing somebody around. Okay, whatever I want. If it was a car, I would be imagining that I was showing a friend a car, my car, or you know, when I wanted to go on holiday, I knew which hotel, I knew which room I wanted, I knew I wanted to see view, so I was imagining all that, you know, as if I was showing them the holiday photos, and then it all unfolded perfectly. And also, Ariana, don't worry and stress, because the fact that you desire somewhere else to live, it's already done. Okay, creation's already done. What you want is already done. So it's already done. Just keep thinking about it as if you already moved in and you're showing somebody around. Or you and your partner are walking through the rooms. Oh my God, it's got that beautiful garden that we wanted. Or, you know, the view is amazing. Or it's got big windows. It's so light and airy in here. Depending on what you want. I did do a video on it, actually, that is in my, might be in my Get Them Back playlist on my channel. If you go to playlists, in there, if you scroll down, should be how I manifested my house. Okay, but it's the same. What you think is what you're going to see reflected back. So there might be some little pointers in there that might help you stop being so nervous about it. Shamakia, my lovely, what is your question, sweetheart? Yes, my lovely, I did. What's your question, my lovely? And which pile would you like me to use? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? The second pile. Okay, I'm still not seeing you. Isabel currently dealing with another woman. Okay, I will look at the energy between the two of you because my spirit won't go into the flesh like that. Okay, and reading is from love and light. It's not from jealousy or earthly feelings. Okay, so I'll look at the connection, what's going on between the two of you. Okay, and I will know from that. Okay, but when I do a reading, my guides won't go into the flesh like that. Okay, but we'll see what comes out. Mhm. No. Well, from the in his feelings, we wouldn't have this card out. Okay, dream person, head over heels, eyes only for you, thinks the world of you. I do have here that he is feeling under a lot of pressure, which he's struggling with, not from you. I feel he's worried, he's anxious, so it could be a job, it could be family. Okay, so he might seem a little bit distant from you because he's trying to deal with this, but there's something that he's struggling with and he feels pressured about here. And I feel it's from others, so it could be work, okay, or the job that he does, or family here, okay, that's stressing him out. So he's trying to deal with that. Okay, I have asked Spirit to clarify what it's about, but they're not bringing me anything else. But in his feelings, you know, he's head over heels for you, only has eyes for you, you're his dream person, thinks the world of you. So if he was off with somebody else, then he wouldn't be thinking that. Let's have one here. Yeah, just really sort of low energy, very low energy around him at the moment. Okay, what's in his thoughts? Yeah, that's fine. Even though you're not talking, doesn't mean that he doesn't still have feelings for you. You've still got feelings for him and you're not talking to him. Okay. I have people who have been in no contact for 10 years and still have feelings for somebody they met for like 10 minutes. Okay. So, and they've got them back into their life. So your hearts are connected. Okay. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how long it is in the physical, energetically, you're still connected. Okay, but there's something going on around him that is bringing him down. Okay, and he's trying to deal with it. Some people some people open up to other people. You know, I'm going through a really shitty time. I just want a big hug. I want, you know, a shoulder to cry on. Other people don't like to bring other people in because they're like, you know, I'd rather deal with this by myself and then I'll feel better when I've dealt with it. Okay, so it's not personal. Right, so take your energy off the argument. Start coming back. We're all connected by energy. Okay? So when you are coming from loving energy, you will have him come back in. If you're replaying the argument over and over and you're still in that lower vibrational energy, you're keeping him away. You're in repelling energy instead of bringing him in energy. Okay? So stop focusing on the time. He hasn't gone anywhere. Okay, well, that's all just 3D stuff, Spirit is saying. And if you've got his phone, then yes, he could come round to where you live and get it back, I suppose. But hey ho. Anywho, let's look at the bigger picture and not just the arguments. Okay. Everybody has arguments. Even if you were married. Christ, I've walked out on my husband God knows how many times. Okay, in the 20 years I've known him. At one time I went and left him for 6 weeks. Okay, I was still married to him. We all have arguments, my lovely. Okay, yeah. He is wanting to see you. Okay, he is wanting to see you. He's wondering what you're doing. And we have the lovers here as well. Okay, so the connection's not gone. Okay, that's the trouble today. Okay, one little blip and we think it's all over and it's all done. Okay, it's been 2.5 weeks. Oh my God, you know, whatever. No. Okay, that's just linear time. Humans create a time, not spirit, not the universe. There is no, everything you want is now. But you have to shift your energy and your thoughts towards loving thoughts. Okay? Well done, Wendy Ann. Good. I'm glad you stuck to shifting the energy and not focusing on worrying and stressing about it. Right, let's look at the energy of the connection. Well, again, my lovely, what you think, okay, every time you have a thought, it's like a little seed that gets planted. And then you're watering it with more thoughts. So make sure that the seed that you plant is a loving relationship, that your thoughts, that you're watering it with thoughts that are in alignment with that loving relationship. If you're still focused on all the crap, you're going to keep in no contact or see more hot and cold behavior, more arguments. Okay, shift your energy and your mindset. Okay. Also doing the energy of the connection. Okay. You've got the power to do this, Spirit is saying. Okay. You're the magician. You got the pentacles. Emotional security, financial security. You got the cups, your emotions, the wands, the swords, your thoughts, the wands, what you desire. So come in to control over those thoughts and stop focusing on what you don't want, my lovely. Okay, because what you focus on grows. So if you keep thinking he's with another woman, he thinks I'm with somebody else, then that will play out. Do you want to see that play out? Because what you focus on grows. Okay, so although it's not playing out at the moment, if you keep thinking that, it will play out. I have it so many times with clients. You know, Wendy Ann will tell you. Okay. Other people will tell you. If you keep thinking that, you have to say, every time that thought comes into your head, you have to say, no, we are in a loving, committed relationship. Okay, we love and adore each other. He thinks the world of me. He thinks the world of me. He only has eyes for me. Okay, he's head over heels in love with me. We love and adore each other. I am his girlfriend. Okay, we communicate well together. Okay, focus on what you do want and not what you don't want. Okay, because us humans have a tendency to focus on what we don't want and then wonder why it's played out. Okay, so they're drawing me to this card here. Just flashed this card into my mind for you. Right. Creation. Okay, you're here writing your script and the characters in it by what you're believing, what you're assuming, what you're expecting, what you're thinking, basically. So every time you think about somebody or something, okay, you've written a script about it. And that gets sent out energetically to the universe. And the universe, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, okay, is impartial. It's not sitting you on the naughty step, okay? Whatever you're sending off, like you're ordering, this is my order. You're sending it off and they are delivering it to you. And then you're sat there going, well, that's fucking shit. Okay, and they're like, yeah, but that's what you told us to deliver. Okay, so really make sure that the script that you're writing is about the two of you being in a loving, committed relationship, and the script about him, he loves and adores me. Okay, we love and adore each other. We're in a loving, beautiful, loving, romantic relationship, and then they will deliver that. What you focus on grows. Okay, so be aware of that, my lovely. You're the magician. You're in control of what happens here in your thoughts and in your feelings and what you desire. So focus on you being happy and contented with each other. Okay, things being peaceful, happy and contented. That's why I do the coaching side. Okay, to fix people who are so caught up in focusing on what they don't want, it plays out, everything falls apart. So they have to shift their energy to what they do want and focus on that until it gets reflected back. Okay, it might take a day, it might take a couple of days. You know, I had a lady in the chat the other night who was been in no contact for, like you, 2.5 weeks or more. Okay, was absolutely in bits. I said, no, think positively about it. The next day, she came back in the chat and said, we spent the evening together. Okay, I changed my thoughts, I shifted my energy, and he contacted me and we spent the day together. Okay. Good. So at least you are tweaking it, which is good. So keep doing it, okay? So remember, the next time you have a thought about, is he with somebody else? No. Do I want to see that play out? Do I want to go through that? Do I want to see him with somebody else? No, I don't. I want him loving and adoring me. So that's the story I'm going to stick to. Okay, change the story. If you think about, well, he thinks I'm with somebody else, that never happened. He knows that I'm loyal and faithful to him. Okay, so he's loyal and faithful to me. I'm loyal and faithful to him. Okay, so shift it round, my lovely. Okay, yeah, he will contact you. Okay, he will contact you. So like this child, okay, this card comes out for believing. Children believe. If I said to this child, I'm going to bring you a great big teddy bear, bigger than that one, she wouldn't say, no, you're lying. I don't believe you, Sophia. You're lying to me. Because up until about the age of 7 or 8, they don't have their ego coming in. They believe everything. Okay, so this card comes out to tell you to have trust, believe, and have faith. Okay. Okay, so clearly decide what you do want so that it comes to you now. Okay, clearly decide what you do want and not what you don't want. And standing in your power as well. Okay, standing in your power, that if I'm thinking positively and I'm having good thoughts about this, that will play out. But if I stand here thinking about all the crap, that's going to play out. So which do I want? Okay. The connection's not over. You both have a lot of feelings for each other. So just remember what order you're placing. And when the ego comes in and starts to give you a whole load of negatives, okay, just say to yourself, no, that's not the story. I've changed the story. I've changed the script. Okay, and this is what's playing out. Don't get caught up in the time. Okay, time and separation and distance are all an illusion. Everything you want is already done. You're just choosing to align with that, or what you do want, this solid, loving, committed, peaceful relationship. Okay? So yes, you're both stressed, but change how you're viewing this, and only think of him as the version you want. Okay? And he will show up as that version if you stick to that new version. Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is just every time you think about him, is like, of course we're in contact. Okay, nobody ever ghosts me. I'm never ghosted. I always have loving relationships, if you think about that side of it. Okay, but when you think about him, or as if a friend saying to you, hey, how are you and your specific person getting on? How are you and Will these days? Oh, we're great together. I know you two are such a perfect couple together. I know he just loves and adores me. He's always spoiling me. Okay, whatever fun thing in your head that is what you want to see happen. Okay, so again, Neela, you know by now that you reject the rejection. Okay, if you really, really wanted that job, then you keep saying to yourself, no, they sent the letter to the wrong person or the email to the wrong person because that job's mine. Okay, you've heard enough success stories where people have got letters saying you didn't get the job. They either do get that job or they get one within that company that was even better. Okay, but if you're going to sit there going, I got rejected, then you will stay rejected. Okay, so if you really, 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 really do, if you're not bothered about it, then that's fine. If you're not bothered where you work, okay, but if you really, 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 no, that never happened, or I remembered it wrong, okay, or they sent the letter or whatever to the next person, the wrong person, because that job's mine and I'm starting on Monday or whatever, okay, or tomorrow. Even if it doesn't tomorrow, okay, I remember years ago, back in 2000 when I went for an interview somewhere, and I've told this story before. Okay, I came away from that interview and I felt 100% that I'd got that job and I didn't get it. Okay, and I was like, I'm sure that job was mine. I felt so positive. That was before I knew about, the law of assumption. Okay, I didn't find that out till 2018. So we're always naturally doing it, remember. It's just that when you're consciously doing it for something you want, you make sure you get what you want, okay? You get what you want in life instead of choosing what you want in life instead of choosing what you don't want in life. And then 3 weeks later, they turn around and said, yeah, are you still free? The other person didn't like the job. So I ended up working there. I worked there for 7 years. Right, so you have to see it as yours as well, if that's a job that you really want. Okay, stop looking at it as rejected. You've heard me tell stories before, whether it's a university place or whatever, a job. Okay, no, I got that job. I'm starting that job. That job is my job. I work at blah, blah. But you're the only one that's going to do it because you're the powerful operant power in your reality. Your reality is a reflection of everything within you. So reject it. Remember on Instagram when I was saying about the sushi food, that's come round as a bowl that you don't like. Put it back on the conveyor. Choose the bowl that you do want. Now, again, for me, if that was me, I would be, every time it popped into my head, okay, I'd be like, oh, no, I remembered it wrong, or I got that wrong. I did get the job, and I start tomorrow. Okay, don't worry if it's not tomorrow. Remember, time is only linear for humans, okay, in time and space. If it takes another week or whatever, okay, if you want that job, then it's yours. You've claimed it. You've accepted it's yours. We don't take no for an answer. Within, okay, if you desire it, it's already yours. You give it to yourself first before you see it come back, okay? Okay, again, for any of you that might be new here, welcome, my lovelies. I don't just do love readings and general readings. I do loved ones or pets in spirit. Okay, yes, I have done quite a few pet readings of those little fur babies that have passed along to another realm. Hello, Nini, my lovely. Yeah, I mean, always, what would naturally imply that you've got what you want? Okay, sometimes it can just be one sentence. So, like if you wanted a job. Remember as well, thanks and gratitude helps as well. I'm so thankful and grateful to have to work at blah. Okay. I am, remember, it's more your I am as well. I am employed at blah. Another story of mine as well, going fast forwarding from then, was I got a job in 2015 as an office assistant. I've always worked in offices, apart from doing like the tarot and readings. And in 2017, I wanted to leave that job and be a manager somewhere. Okay, an office manager somewhere. So I left the job. I applied for other jobs. And I knew about the law then, okay? It was more the law of attraction then than the law of assumption. So I got clear on what I wanted. I wanted to be a manager. I wanted to work 8 till 4 instead of 9 till 5 because I didn't like sitting in the rush hour traffic. I was on £16,000 and I wanted to be on £24,000. I wanted my own parking space. I wanted the perks. Okay. I could see myself in a blue skirt and a blue jacket, navy blue. Okay. And I started to feel that as well. You don't have to feel it, but I was like, no, this is what I want. Okay. 3 weeks later, I got an interview for a job. 10 minutes before I was due to leave the house for that interview, the company that I'd already left rang me up and said, have you got another job? I said, well, funny you should mention that. I said, because I'm just about to go out the door to an interview. And they were like, no, we want you to come back. I was like, no, you haven't got the vacancy that I want. Okay. They were like, yeah, but we really want you. I said, well, why would I go back to that job when I'm about to go for a manager's job that's paying me $6-7 grand more? They said, don't go for the interview yet. Hold on a moment. I'll speak to the director and ring you back. They offered me a manager's position at the same company for the pay that I wanted. Within 3 weeks, I was back at that company on $6-7 grand more with my own parking space, with the hours I wanted. So it was just like I'd taken a 3-week holiday. Okay, you decide what happens. It's your reality. You put the order in, you stay in that of what you want, in that conviction of what you want. This is what I want. I am. Okay, and that's what you will see reflected back. Yeah, just reject it, my lovely. No, that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Or, as I said on Instagram, yes, in one reality, as all realities exist, the good and the bad, okay, yes, there is one timeline where I didn't get the job, but there's another one where I did. So I'm focusing and staying in that state. Remember on Instagram, I was saying about the states. Okay, if you go to Florida where Disney World is, it's not in Texas. So stop looking in Texas for Disney World, or in Texas for the Eiffel Tower that's in Paris. Okay, you have to match the state where it is in. And yes, you can cancel the bad order because that is, remember, it'll still be there. It's still there, put back on the bookshelf or back into infinite possibilities. But you're choosing, every time you think about it, only the story that you want to see reflected back. The 3D is the mirror. Okay? Don't smash the mirror. You have to change yourself, the story you're telling yourself. Oh, yes, Iman, you can, my lovely. There you go. Good for you. Oh, there are loads. There are loads. Well, they always happen, and then I reflect on it afterwards. So I don't carry my camera around all the time or in time. You know, like something the other day, hubby was saying to me, "Oh, I got to go and work. I might be sent away to work this week. Last week he was saying, you know, I might have to go away and work and that, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, not again. And he was like, but I don't really want to go. And I was like, well, tell him you don't want to go then. And he was like, no, I can't say that. So in my head, I just heard him saying, it's okay, I don't have to go now. An hour later, he said, oh, it's okay, I don't have to go now. There you go, job's done. You decide. You know, again, on Instagram, I've said loads of different things that happen. It's all on there. Okay, where is... Again, thank you all for the likes and for subscribing as well. Thank you all, my lovelies. Good, good, good. So at least you're back on track, which is the main thing. And look how quickly it turned around. Now, if you remember the old you, it would have gone on for months again, like what you went through before. Yes, good. Thank you, Wendy Ann. But remember, you've done the work, my lovely. you had to be the one that stayed in that knowing and conviction that this is what's happening. And again, you know, yours is a classic story here as well, because now you know, yes, you had your human emotions come in where you fell to bits and, oh my God, you know, I can't believe this is happening again. But then because you know that it's your reality, okay, and he's showing up based on how you know, like I said, you were drip feeding that before. Okay, so make sure that you don't, going forward, every day, even if it's just every day, Wendy Ann, you just say to yourself, I'm so thankful and grateful to be in a loving, committed relationship or marriage with him. Okay, I am happily, we live happily and blissfully together. You know, I am his beautiful wife or whatever. Okay, he's my husband. But making sure that you're doing that, okay, going forward. But look how you got out of that and you changed it around within a week. Iman, what's your question, my lovely? You knew to change the story, is what I'm trying to say. You let go of that unwanted story to get back in. Okay, man, what's your question, sweetheart? It didn't come out, Iman, so just type it out again, my lovely. Break it down. When it doesn't show up in the chat, but all your other chat does, then there's a word in there that it doesn't like. Okay, so do it 2 words at a time or 3 on a line and press return. Unless anybody else can see it, because I'm not seeing it in the chat. I can see I will make a donation. Donated, par 1. I mentioned my question in the live chat. You're welcome, Wendy Ann. Excuse me. Or you can email me the question if you want, Iman, if it's still not coming out in the chat. No, I can't see it. Can anybody else see Iman's actual question? So email it to me, Iman, or like I say, type it out 2 letters on at a time. 2 words at a time, I mean, not 2 letters, guys. Man, are you typing it out in the chat in bits, or are you going to email it to me? Okay. Just wait for that to come through. Forgotten what pile you said, pile 1 when it comes through. Here we are. Your dad. Okay, well, don't forget, Iman, I don't do medical and health issues, so I won't be able to get like exactly. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. We'll see what comes out anyway. I'm not going to do that pile. I'm going to do this one if you're asking. Okay, I'm going to go with this one to connect to him. What's your father's initial, my lovely? Just pop that in the chat. Just what his name starts with. Okay, he's saying he knows that everybody is worrying and stressing about him. Okay. Okay, is he out of it? Is he like is he unconscious? What you put, so he hears us. Yes, he can hear you, but he is unconscious. Now we've got the Magician here, so it could be Spirit saying things will be okay. It could be them reminding you of your power in this as well. Okay, keep focusing on he's perfectly healthy. See him in your mind's eye being back at home. See him walking out of the hospital. Okay, lots of people have done it from that angle when somebody's been in intensive care, you know, fearing the worst, the doctors saying the worst as well, but they've sat there and they've no, so and so is perfectly healthy, and they've done a little quick scene in their head where, you know, they're hearing them at home saying, I'm feeling a lot better, or other people saying, oh, I'm so pleased that your dad's home. Okay, so remember that as well. I mean, the doctors should know what has happened to him. I'll try and bring in one of these, but these work really for investigative energy readings. I only use these when I'm doing like the spirits that have passed over and that. So let's just see what comes out. Body failure, organs or heart attack or disease or collapse. So he is saying it's that, but information will come to light. Okay, so you will find out what it is. I feel as well, Iman, that it's something that he ignored. Okay. It's like he's saying, if only I'd listened. So it might have been like, I don't know, something that he knew he should have acted on. Again, here with this one, turn your back on the emotions that are not serving you. Focus on what you do want. Okay. And again, believing, okay, he knows, are there other children there as well? Have you got siblings, brothers and sisters? But he's aware of you around him anyway. But also, you know, it's what you believe. Turn your back on that and believe in what you want instead of sat there caught up in your emotions. Okay, you know how it works, Spirit is saying. You know how it works. See him as fit, healthy and well and happy back at home. Okay. Instead of sat there just thinking the worst. Okay, you know, again, that story that I just said on Instagram, you know, look at what she'd been told. 3 operations and treatment and still nothing. But when she used the law, she got what she wanted. Okay, I've got a book sat beside me with a whole section on health where people have been told that they've got this disease, that disease, their baby's got a heart defect, the baby won't survive, they won't survive, their relative won't survive, and they have gone within and imagined them being fine. Okay, imagine, you can imagine that there is a green healing light all over him. You can imagine like whatever coming out of his body is the dark toxins and the beautiful green healing light. You can imagine him being at home. You can imagine your mum turning to you and saying, oh my God, Iman, you know, I'm so thankful that Dad's home. Okay, whatever feels natural for you. Okay. No, he doesn't feel the pain. He's out of it. For his body and his mind, you know, he's not feeling the pain, I'm hearing. Okay, family, yes, imagine him being back at home. Okay. But your dad is sending love to the family as well. You know, again, he's drawing me to that rainbow, the rainbow of hope. The rainbow connecting you both together here as well. See if anything comes out of this pack. He's saying you make them happy. He loves talking to you, loves your company. So that's saying, again, reiterating that he knows you're around him. Just keep talking to him. Dad, you're doing really well. You're on the mend. You're perfectly healthy. All the bad's gone from within you. You're healing perfectly. You're perfectly healthy. You're fit. You're strong. We love you. Okay, you'll be home with us soon. Okay, just keep talking to him because he's hearing it. Where's my other deck here? The skills. Everybody's got the skills. I think he's going to be okay. Okay, the energetic feeling I'm getting is he's going to be okay. But also for you as well, sending loving light. Even if you can't physically do it yourself, call on Archangel Raphael. Okay, Raphael is depicted by the green healing energy. So I've used him in the past. Okay, I've called on Archangel Raphael to send physical healing. And I've imagined, like I say, that green, like a scan of green light going over them and back. And as the green light's going over them, it's healing them. Okay, so the skills are there for you to do it within you, and also for the doctors and that, and for him to pull through. I don't know why, but I don't know if he had a dog when he was younger. Okay, it doesn't have to be as a child. It can be as a younger man. You might have had a pet dog. He keeps showing me a dog, and like he's wandering around while he's out of it, because you're still conscious. Okay, where you know, although he's unconscious, he's still energy. Okay, he's drawing me through like he's in that sort of time, or might be met up with this dog or whatever. Okay, but it's showing me this dog and him being younger. Might not have been the family dog. It might have been a friend's dog or somebody else here. Right, but I feel he's going to be okay. And our prayers are with him, my lovely. Okay. Now as well. So I think something's shifting now anyway within him, in his body. We had rabbits before. Did he go hunting with the rabbits? Did he go hunting for? I know you said they're pet rabbits. Something about no, something about a dog. Ask your mum. No, I mean, don't forget, we're all multi-dimensional beings, okay? So just because his physical body is unconscious, shut down, not moving around, okay, his spirit within him is still off, seeing you all in the room, seeing you, you know, going wherever it wants. It doesn't mean he's passing over, okay? People who have been in comas for X amount of years are still aware of what's going on. You're still hearing, okay? It's like at night when I'm listening to a subliminal, or I'm listening to my own voice, although I'm asleep, that's still going into my subconscious. So he's still hearing everybody, okay? But our spirit is always off, okay? Always going all over the place. There's multi-dimensional beings of us all. Just keep remembering, Iman, what you focus on grows. I don't think I've got, I don't know what the health stories are in here. Let me see if there's one. And again in here, you know, keys to health. At some point, every so-called incurable disease has been cured. There are no hopeless cases. Healing through the mind can work harmoniously with medicine. If you can imagine yourself or someone else being well, you can receive it. Okay, if you have negative beliefs about health, you need to change your mind to see that your health change. No matter what might have manifested, you can change it with one positive thought or another. You can use your positive thoughts and feelings to help heal a child, a family member, a friend, or a pet, as you would yourself. Visualize and let positive pictures of health flood through your mind and body. Here's, I know this is a dog, but it's the same, okay? It's the first one I've come across here. But it's showing how they changed. There's probably a human one in here as well. There are human ones. But this is like, hang on, let me try and find. That one's about a baby. Okay, so here is a baby one. Remember, they're all the same. I'm trying to find an adult one, but there are some, but it's not the same. No. Okay, let's read this dog one, okay? So that you can get an idea here. Brought back to life. Oh no, that one, the dog one, that was not the dog one. Hang on. Right, you may wonder how anyone can maintain unwavering faith in a positive outcome when they are in the midst of a health crisis. As these stories have all demonstrated, the intention and power of the human spirit is stronger than any adverse event or situation. So this one is whatever practices we can use to heal ourselves or our children, we can also use for our animals. So this one is a dog who's 10 years old. They found a very large tumour about the size of a grapefruit on her liver. I had just been divorced and was moving, so I decided I could not go into panic mode. At the time, I didn't know about how the law worked, so I didn't try to heal it. I just didn't give it any attention. It took a few months to find a new home and settle in. Then I found a local vet and took my dog for an examination. I didn't mention the tumour. I was hoping the previous vet was wrong, but the new doctor told me the same. A huge tumour was on her liver. The vet said that we could do more tests to find out exactly what kind of cancer it was, but it seemed unlikely to be bad, and since my dog was already at the end of her normal lifespan, which is 8 to 10 years, it didn't make a lot of sense to me. I wasn't going to put her through any more procedures that were unlikely to help her. Then I discovered the law and I went straight to work. I told her every night that she is completely healed. I didn't want to say that the tumour was gone, since I knew not to mention the tumour at all. At first it was hard to think of how to say things positively, so I thought about it and started telling her that all her organs work perfectly and her digestive system worked perfectly too. I told her she was in perfect health. I knew in my heart that she was healed. I told her this every night, and whenever I thought of it during the day, I didn't worry at all. I didn't have any negative thoughts. I was completely confident that she was healed. When I went back to the vet 4 months later, she checked my dog and then checked her again and again. The vet couldn't believe it. The tumour was totally gone. She asked what I had done, and I told her I had prayed. I thought that would be a description that she could understand, even though she'd used the law. Okay, the vet even wrote prayers in the notes. And it says here, the woman understood that if her affirmations were to work, she had to talk to her dog as if the dog was perfectly healthy. Focusing on the tumour would only be giving it more power. Okay, so you can change the path of your life from dark to light or from negative to positive. Every single time you focus on the positive, you are bringing more light into your life. And you know that light removes all darkness. Gratitude, love, kind thoughts, words and actions bring light and eliminates the darkness. So there you go. That's just one example out of thousands I've heard on my journey over the last 6 years. Okay, so how would I do this? I would say, if people say, how's your dad doing? How's his health? Or whatever, I'd say, I'm praying that he is going to make a full recovery. Okay, because they're not going to understand about the law. Just say, you know, all we're doing is praying for a full recovery. We'll let you know as soon as we hear anything. But then straight away in my mind, I'd be saying, oh, my dad's perfectly healthy, strong, fit and well. His body functions properly inside and out from head to toe. Okay. And then I would be again in my mind imagining him being home. Or in my mind telling them, oh, dad's fine. He's made a full recovery. He's at home. Okay. But in order to not seem mad to the outside world, okay, is to just say, you know, all we are just praying that he will pull through, that he'll make a speedy recovery. Thank you for asking. I'll let you know. Right then, my lovelies. I think we will call this a day. Thank you to all of you who have had readings. Don't forget you can listen to them back. And thank you all for being here. And I will say a little thing for you as well. Okay, I will do my little bit. I will imagine you telling me that your dad is perfectly fine and healthy. Right then, my lovelies. All have a wonderful night's sleep. All have a wonderful day if you're behind me or in front of me, wherever you are in the world. Right then, my lovelies. Take care. Thank you for being here. Love and light to you all.